that this should not be making. And sorry, I'm laying here. Yeah, I'm ready for two. You know what I mean? But just because there's not one doesn't mean there will never be one. Um, but I'm ready for two. God, it's a cold morning. It's a chilly morning. Got the fan going just enough to fucking get it like chilly enough that it needs the blanket. You know? And then yeah, it's fucking great, dude. It's amazing. I love laying in bed just watching TV and shit. But I've been watching this, and they're like Jim Jordan is attempting to defend Donald Trump on the Epstein files shit, right? I'm just that's how I was sitting when I'm watching TV. Um, so he's going through all this stuff, like, and and this just confirms what we already knew, that Donald Trump was not in the thing. No, we already knew that he was in. It was already been confirmed way back in, like, before he ran for president. It was confirmed that he's in the Epstein list. Confirmed, confirmed. This was held under the Democrat control. No, the sweetheart deal was made under George Bush, who also went to Harvard, which Trump knew that there'd be Harvard. So that, like I said earlier, I said it, didn't I? I said you send out all these threats. And everybody got one. There's a big threat about the government going to attack, and then you bow down. Oh, I just don't want the lawsuit. I don't want the lawsuit. And you pay up 60 million. Harvard's going, no, we are the law. We're not paying that. On top of that, everybody that you have on that file is on ours. So no. Yes, we have exactly what you're saying, but it's against the law for you to do what you're doing. So we're going to go ahead and fight that. And we are the law. We make the law. Harvard law. We make the law. We are the law. You think you know the law better than Harvard law? Go fuck yourself. They wrote the laws. They've been the politicians. They've been the George Bushes. They've been the people that's in office. Skull and bones. They've been the people in office making the rules. Right? Jim Carrey was in Skull and Bones, supposedly. Is a Democrat and Republican? Yes. It's about control. It's not about left or right. It's about whichever you choose, you still choose bad. You get it? It's about control. If I can control your thoughts and control your choices, you think you're picking your own path. But each path you pick goes right to where I had you written. You see what I'm saying? It's choose your own adventure on a scale no one's ever seen before. Because all roads go to the same fucking place. Choose your own adventure. Holy, unholy, clean, unclean, pure, slutty, demure, rich, poor. Pick your path, and so let it be. And you're picking your role for all eternity. Your main role. If you're useless, then you're useless. If you cause harm to the entire system, then you're useless. If you cause any kind of benefit to the system, any kind, you might be worth something. Now we have to see what kind of benefit you bring. Do you bring enough benefit to outweigh the damage you do? If you bring enough benefit to outweigh the damage, then you're not bad, are you? You make some choices and they're all stupid. But you need an element of chaos. You know what I mean? You need an element of chaos. You need murder. You need revenge. You need plot twists. You know what I mean? You need those. And you also need people that you don't mind getting rid of. Because this is forever we're talking about. So you can put on different skins, you can put on different attitudes and personalities, whatever, while you dream. But your soul, when you go back to the city, you return to the city where you'll never die. If you're inside the city, if you make it inside the city, you'll never die. And so, like, if you're out on an adventure, let's say you're out on an adventure in D&D style, and you should die. Be back in the city, like, hey, you okay? Yeah, sorry. It always gets me. It always gets me. It's so real. Like, yeah, I know. What were you doing? I was jumping off a cliff and my wings wouldn't come out. Really? Yeah. Oh my God. That was horrible. I just plummeted and I kept on praying and like hoping it would, and it just wouldn't do it. And I hit the rocks, and right as I hit the rocks, I was like, ah, and I came up. I'm here. Yeah, that's what always happens. I never die. It just feels like it. Well, those people learn to be more careful. They don't actually come inside the city at all. They'll never make it into the city. See what I'm saying? You're telling them, be careful. Because you can do that over and over again. You're telling them to be careful because they get one. And when they crash and they burn, they already know what happens. They die. Because you weren't fearful. I mean, you were scared of the pain. But you weren't afraid of dying. No, I wasn't afraid of dying. Exactly, because you've been here. Yeah, I've been here before. Right. So dying out there is no big deal. It's kind of like dying in your dream. It's no big deal. You'll always wake up here. That's not even reality. This is reality. They only think that's reality. So they keep doing the things they do. You only live YOLO. You only live once. And no one will ever listen to you about, no, I know for a fact. There's nothing else out there. There's nothing. There's no God. There's no, who's I talking to? Yourself. Okay. Okay. We'll see. The false premise is this. The people in office know everything that's going on. Now, if the deal was made under Bush, well, first off, they caught the pedophile. What if he's working on helping? Not purposefully. He got caught. He got busted. They're back when laws and crimes and shit meant something. He got busted and he knew he was fucked. He was fucking over. He's fucked. But he has a list of other people that can buy you a sweetheart deal. Can it? You make a deal with the devil to let him keep working and catching all these people. The problem is, that's a bit of an embarrassment to the U.S. government, isn't it? You didn't take them off the streets? No. Why? There was something bigger at play. This is international. Huh? We're talking about royalty. We're talking about Saudi princes. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about a fucking head of Yale, head of Harvard. We're talking heads of NBC. The most rich and powerful people are some of the most gross and disgusting. No. Yes. We have to get all of them. So you're just going to let them keep going. If we catch him and let him go, he can say, see, I told you I had people inside and they wouldn't do anything. And it's like too sweetheart of a deal. You know what I mean? You guys got nothing to worry about, man. I told you. I've got friends on the inside. Yeah? Yeah. I told you, man. I told you. You did tell us. You did, yeah. So we're still free to party on we can party on the island. You can come over here, Mar-a-Lago. Everything's still going. Everything, guys, trust me, everything's still going. Everything's still good. Really, it really is good. It's fine. Guys, I'm out. Why would they let me out like this? Yes, I'm still getting all my shit. Yes. Yes, we're still flying planes. Yes. Dude, I know FBI agents. Even if you did, you'd be like, how far does this go? He knows you, right? Yeah. Knows you. Yeah. Fudge some paperwork. What? Fudge some paperwork and help him get out. So he really trusts you. Guys, I told you, they don't have nothing on me. There's people in the fucking FBI that do this. CIA. There's people in the FBI, CIA that do this. We're good, guys. Relax. Look who's in office. Donald Trump. Oh, shit. Okay, good. Good. There's control of the fucking Epstein files. Yeah. See? We got it. We got it. However, I'm going to need you to pay him now because I've got him. So I'm going to set him up with all kinds of stuff. And you just give your money to him. All right, pay your dues at Mar-a-Lago. When he comes by for the collection plate, you go ahead and do that. And he'll make sure your name stays out of the press. We'll demonize them however we have to, man. And that's where the false premise comes in, that the president is just aware of every single fucking thing going on at all times. The vice president is fully aware of everything. She knows everything. The secretary said everybody knows everything. It's not compartmentalized into little special details where different people, you need different people. No, it's just one guy. Right? Just one guy. Joe Biden, the Biden regime, the Obama regime. Well, of all those people, I don't know of any of them that have their children employed or faithful or NDA'd up the way that Donald Trump does. Emoluments, you're supposed to get rid of all your fucking stuff so that way you can't benefit yourself. He does the exact opposite. People cheer. That's how you do it. Fuck that stupid peanut farmer that never got us into one war and got those hostages released. Ronald Reagan actually rolled out the welcome mat for them. The negotiation was made and done. So Reagan just had to show up and roll out the red carpet. And you guys go, what a great president. He's so presidential. He's so presidential. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember Iran-Contra. He's one of the best. It's a shame he got that Alzheimer's at the end. Maybe he's a fellow pedophile. Did you guys ever think about that? Ronald Reagan, washed up actor. Donald Trump, washed up actor. Wannabe actor. Worth nothing. You guys make them worth billions and look up to them like fucking idols. Since when is the president the most... Oh, I know. I know. Since you made it a cult of personality. That if you are on a Democrat side, you support every Democrat out there. Every thought that any Democrat has ever had. If you're a Republican, you support every Republican idea that's ever been out there. And they didn't argue because they started noticing they were winning. And that's the most important thing. Power. That's what this all boils down to, just power. That's the false premise, is that the president has control. The president is a king. The president knows all. The president is smart. And what you feel, you know what I mean? Your freedom to believe. And from the Constitution, your freedom to believe allows you to make the Constitution into anything you need. The Bible is malleable into anything you need it to be. A cudgel, a sword, a fucking shield, a fucking noose, an overdose, a shotgun blast to the face, murder mystery, or just a simple fucking... No, it's all tied up. It's just a simple suicide. Whatever the fuck it is, you guys just go ahead and run with it, and then you start going, no. You know what happened? You know what happened? I get coming up with an idea. Everybody has it. Everybody has opinions. Then start blasting it on the fucking... You know what I mean? Tom Grant is a little bit different. He is a fucking vetted police officer. He's not a shitty private eye. He's not a guy that got drummed out like most private eyes. They actually can't do a police job, but they can be private investigators. They have all the training for police work and stuff. They're just not qualified to be a cop, but they're qualified to be a private investigator, aren't they? How do they know all those fucking tools and tactics of fucking sneaking around and looking? Because they're so good? Because they're such lawful people? What if the point is not to actually, again, let's think about this. Some of these private investigation groups have women that work for them. Now, I can understand you think your husband might be cheating, right? How long have you thought this? Long enough that you went and got a private investigator. So that means you've been treating him like he's been cheating. Because women's intuition. Or men's intuition. Either one. I know something. Then even worse is that like you've been treating them like shit, like they're a cheater. You haven't been acting like normal. You've been acting like crazy, like weird and suspicious and whatever. And then you dare say, well, I want to know if they would ever cheat. And you're being a cunt. You're being an asshole. You're being a prick. Normally, no. No. Under normal situations, there's so much love, even when you're being a cunt or an asshole, they would not cheat on you. But then after a long time of being treated like that, like you're doing it anyways, you get sick and you start feeling lonely. And then someone comes up and hits on you. And if you're not strong, you'll go for it. That's what happens, though, isn't it, with private investigators? Do you want to know if he'd ever cheat? Yeah, we have girls that will, but how far are you willing to go? If he even takes your number. I'm going to be getting divorced soon. This girl's interested? Yeah, I'll take your number. Thanks for the compliment. I really appreciate that. Oh my God, I knew you would. No. You've been acting like a cunt so long, I thought I was going to be single very soon. I didn't want to lose that number in case you was interested. You leave him fucking starved for affection, or her starved for affection, and then some guy comes up. An attractive guy. They never get like an ugly guy. You won't go for an ugly guy, will you? You get an attractive person. Hi. And if you're smart, you go, this is no. Sorry, thanks, I'm married. I might be single soon. But I'm not single now. She's a cunt. She's been treating me like shit for like a long time. But I'm married right now. See, I'm not right now. I take that shit off when I'm sleeping. I'm claustrophobic. I don't like this, around my neck and stuff. I just don't like it. I like to be free at night. So, yeah. Isn't this comfortable? It's like that micro suede. Oh my God, it's so fucking comfortable. It's so fucking comfortable. It's just like a huge fucking, you know what I mean? It's just huge. It's fucking awesome. I love it. I can just roll around all night. I can just move this over. You know what I mean? I can sit up in bed and watch TV. And then when I get done, I just roll up this is like a memory foam. I just roll this shit up, put all this away, and it's just a fucking living room again. But then when I want to watch my TV, I just sit here and just watch TV. How fucking dope is that? Hang on, let me show you what I'm looking at. Bam! 65-inch 4K, baby. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, no, the president is like some kind of magic person. He's not from God. He's not from. You can tell because of the fact that he's running for president. God ordained people. He doesn't fucking have to be. What do you think about this guy? What do you think about David? Let's put it to a vote. Do you guys like David? What about his son Saul? Solomon, you like him? Yeah? Okay. You don't have a vote in this. It's cute that you think so. You have a vote in who you are. That's all. Like I said, imagine. You're not imagining it from a standpoint of someone who can do anything and doesn't plan on anybody being unhappy. No plans. So if anybody's doing something they're unhappy with, that wasn't part of the program. Never was. Something got in there and caused a glitch that actually kind of liked. Things started happening he doesn't know. Doesn't know for sure. He knows A to B to C because the past is there. That's still there. The present, he's there and alive in the present, but the future's still going. I'm outside of the. That was my goal, was to be outside of this, but it didn't go the way I want. Now that I think about it, That's exactly the way I want. Because what's life without stuff? Like, if you know everything, what good is that? A change, something new, something I can't predict, something I didn't write. It wrote itself in there. It's alive. It worked. It really worked. It really worked. I'm not alone. Something's in there thinking, changing my fucking script. Something's changing my script. It always goes exactly the way it fucking goes. It's different. I know my script. I wrote my script. Why is my script different? There's someone contributing who likes the story and is adding in how they got there. Interesting. Let's see who crawls out of this. Let's see who crawls their way out of this. Interesting. It's worth doing it all over again for that. Interesting.